So how about let's start talking about some friends since it
Oh
seems like we're at
yes,
that point.
yes. Hey, you've been watching my show long enough to know how it works.
Yeah.
All right, so among the first couple of friends that, well, of course, Bryce. I think you already talked about how you met him, but I guess if you want to talk about him again, you can.
I think I'll let the viewers watch the old one to figure that out.
Okay. And then, all right, let's see. What about the Tan Man?
Oh yeah. I mean, Tan Man's a cool guy. He has a great laugh. Yeah. I just met him one day. He's like he commented on one of my videos and yeah, it's pretty much started off since there. He's very outgoing. That's what I can say about him.
Yeah, he's very, very active on what is it, Instagram?
Yeah.
Because he just showcases what he does on Instagram. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And then let's see. Um what about the boy Chakoi?
Yeah, Jacoy. He's he's a cool dude. Last time we did this, he hadn't talked since then. But since then he started talking and he's funny. It's funny when he gets mad sometimes as well. He's like, "No, I did. No, I did." And
I
yeah.
mean, I'll tell you one thing. Chakoi, he's a smart guy, very
Yeah.
very educated. I'm like, this young kid. I wouldn't put it past him if he becomes the next president of the United States.
Also, we consider Jacoy as a hacker. That's what we call him.
How?
Because like he always does really good in Mario Kart 8 Standard and Smash. So we just called him a hacker and it's stuck on ever since.
Wow. Or what about the time that he was? Or how about the time when you found him in the oven?
Wait, what'd you say again?
Chakoi is in the oven.
Oh yeah. Everyone thought that was like offensive or something, but we were playing Roblox once. Roblox hide and seek. I don't know if you've heard of that. And then like Jacoy went into the oven in the kitchen section and then we were telling the seeker where he was. We're like, "Hey seeker, Jacoy's in the oven." And yeah.
Yeah, and just so you know, it was a literal oven, not the fact that we should put him in the oven.
Yeah, not that by any means.
Yeah, I mean, this is not the Holocaust, damn it. Even though
Yeah.
my surname is Jew, but yeah.
Yeah.
And then let's see, who else? Oh yeah, one person we did not talk about at all in the original interview was a guy who I would consider, well, it rhymes with virus.
Cyrus.
Actually, he's not really a virus. I just made that up. But no, Cyrus. Any thoughts on him and his brother?
They're both very energetic, and I find the best moments in videos are when they start arguing with each other,
Yes.
and they're like, "Shut up, shut up, shut up," and they scream very loud.
Or what about when they're losing?
Yeah, when they lose, they also rage a lot too, especially Marco.
Oh, you mean Marco's even worse than Cyrus?
Yeah, he rages even more. We were playing Mario Kart 8 Battle Mode once in a video, and then like Jacoy was killing Marco, and he's like, "No, no, 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 no!" Started screaming everywhere.
Oh God. And it just makes for comedy gold the fact that they rage a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. let's see. Anybody else? Anybody else? Oh yeah, we talked about Fries a little bit. Any final thoughts on Fries?
Uh, he's cool. He does YouTube, and he got his computer fixed. That's nice.
Yes.
And he has a Switch. He has Splatoon, so now I can play more games with him.
Yes. And I know that Chakoi is still trying to get his Switch,
Yeah.
which I know it sucks really. The same thing with the Tan Man and some of the others that don't have a Switch yet.
Yeah.
What about
Mr. Toad the Gamer.
okay, well yeah, what about him?
I think he's a cool dude. Uh, he's a really good YouTuber. Like he has really good Let's Plays. I've been watching his Miss Paper Mario Thousand Year Door Let's Play since the the interview you did with him. When he mentioned it, I started watching it. And yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, there's other good ones that he has done. And he also talked about Mario Party, the Mario Party series.
Yeah. The Mario, yeah, that reminds me of my Mario Party 10 series.
I mean, don't get me wrong, like the game is good, it's just not great as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know you really like the Amiibo Party. Like, when I did it, you were like, thank you, finally.
yeah, but that was pretty much the only good one, and even then I don't have the Amiibo to play it, so that's why I never got Mario Party 10 at all.
Wah.
And let's see. Okay, so we talked, but yeah, as far as Toad the Gamer, who I interviewed, whose interview I released not too long ago. I'm glad that people loved him, for the most part. Let's see, who else?
We have some other new groups of friends that Tamman introduced to us that we can talk about.
Oh yes, that's right. There's 3 guys, and you called them the 3 Derpateers.
Yeah.
That would be Rhinor, Tyrone Gaming, and Greninja Power.
Yeah.
Any individual thoughts on each of them?
I would say I probably know Greninja Power the most. He's a cool guy, and he also rages a lot, just like someone else that we can talk about after this. He rages a lot, and it's pretty funny. He also has Quiplash, so then we did that cool Quiplash video with him. And yeah.
Oh yeah, that's another game that we've that you guys have done in the past before.
Yeah. Then we also have Tyrone. He also rages a lot, especially when you talk about his bad Wi-Fi.
Yes, I'm sorry. Hey, listen, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but that's the big one.
And yeah, he is. I really like Tyrone Gaming's videos.
Yeah, and I also like the fact that he's really good at Smash.
Yeah.
Very good.
When you can actually play with him, though.
Well, when I'm able to, but he did pretty good. Like the very first time I took him on along with Jay Virtus, yeah, he beat us in points.
All right, and then we have Rhinor. I know he has a Switch, so out of the 3 of them, he's the only one that has a Switch.
Yeah, Rhinor is a pretty awesome guy. Again, I haven't really talked with him all that much, but I mean, he's pretty cool. Is the rhinoceros? I remember
I thought he was Asian. It was funny.
He was
I
what?
I thought he was Asian.
Wow.
But I don't know.
Maybe it was.
And then everyone was freaking out at me. I'm like, oh, yeah. But I said before the person that also rages a lot, Ortega King.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did say that. I remember Ortega King or Yoshi. I forgot, but yeah, Ortega King is funny as hell.
Yeah. He's like the only person that actually has a girlfriend out of all the McGrumps. Like, no joke.
Yeah, and if you looked at his first me, like the me on in his in the I don't know if you saw his first me, but his first me didn't have any facial hair, but yet he kind of looked like Prince Mario, or at least his face did.
Prince Mario.
But then, of course, he grew the mustache, and now he's like, oh, now that's definitely him.
Yeah. No, how about let's talk about Prince Mario for a second?
Oh yeah, what do you think of the prince?
I think he's alright. He kind of gets a bit too much hate than I think he deserves. He's commented on a few of my videos, and they've all been pretty positive. I haven't talked to him personally though, but he seems like a nice guy, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, the only thing I can tell you, because I'm from one of those people that knows a little too much about it, and I don't want to say too much about it. I mean, I get that some people don't like him for all the right reasons, and then there are those who have misjudged him, and
Just not
but
with Toad.
but but for the most part, I mean, to be honest with you, most of what he did in his earlier years was just the result of immaturity. I hate to say, and I can probably put myself in that category too, because I used to be very immature myself. So, uh, yeah, big shock. I was immature, but we were. But I mean, at some point we were, and I was, I should say, but that's pretty much where most of the hate comes from. But I really, believe that he has definitely turned over a new leaf. If he keeps doing what he's doing, and that's make great videos, I have no doubt that he'll be a success on YouTube.
Yeah.
So that's all I can say about him. But he's a great guy, though. Great guy.
All right.
I'm trying to
I
think
don't
of.
think we. I don't think we talked about.
Oh,
Oh, you can
oh,
go.
oh, okay. Uh, let's see. What about the Winnipeg Jets?
Oh Lord, don't get me started about Jets. He's definitely a character.
To say the least.
Yeah.
I guess that's I guess that's where we're gonna leave it at that, I suppose.
I feel like he's kind of matured, just like Prince Mario. As we saw. I first met him, he was kind of immature, but he's starting to mature, and yeah.
Yeah, but he still has a little ways to go, at least as of the time that
Yeah.
we're recording this. And then,
We're not gonna talk about his brother though.
oh God, no.
All
Or
right.
any of the other conspicuous other or anybody else that we would otherwise leave out.
How about I don't think we talked about Poyo in the first one.
That's right, we never did talk about him. Pink Pollo. I first met him. I don't know if I told you this, John, but I first met him under the name of Number One Fan of Toad, and that's how I first found him.
Yep, that's how I met him too. At first. But like he changed his name. What a surprise! Like 5 days after. I've convinced Poyo to stop changing his name though.
So he's stuck with Pink Pollo, and that's what he is. And his gimmick is simply that of Kirby.
Yeah, and being on mute as well.
But when he has spoken, it's like when he does speak, he does make it count.
Yeah, he's pretty funny, especially like every time I'm like, Poyo, get off mute, and then he says something really funny, and then goes back on mute. It's like, okay, that was worth it.
Yeah, Pollo is a great guy, and Pollo, if you're listening to this, you're an awesome guy, man. And
Yeah,
and hopefully one of these days you'll come out of your shell, or actually you're not even a Koopa, but hopefully you'll be a little bit more outgoing. But we love you as you are, though, as a friend.
indeed. All right.
Um,
How
let's
about
see.
we talk about Luke for a bit? Maybe.
That dude, that's exactly who I was gonna go for next, Luke.
Yeah.
All right, tell him what you think of Luke.
I think out of anyone of my friends, I probably relate to Luke the most. Like mostly in age and school problems and all of that.
Wow. And I remember the first time you guys met. We met on in one of Fry's series,
Yeah.
which is also coincidentally how we met each other,
Yep. Halloween,
of
which is actually
2015,
at the time of this recording, that's actually uh
a day away.
tomorrow. Halloween's tomorrow.
It'll be the second anniversary of us meeting.
Yep. As well as another person we can talk about, Candy.
Yes, Candy. I haven't heard from Candy all that much, but from
Yeah.
what I understand, she's just busy living life. She just wanted to live life.
Yeah, pretty much. Which I don't blame her. I've gone on breaks for I've gone on breaks as well too.
Yeah, because I could
So
tell you were burned out. You were just like, just leave me alone, please.
yeah.
I could tell from the tone of your voice. You were like, please let me rest.
Yeah.
But but no, I don't blame her at all. And but I understand. But little by little, she's coming back on Twitter. But I understand you don't want to go to Twitter because that's gonna ruin the game.
Oh yeah.
Odyssey.
Well, I've kind of finished most of it, so I don't really care anymore.
Okay. Okay. Well, like I said before, she's coming back on Twitter a little bit more.
Yeah.
But of course, as you know, she posts pictures of the princesses,
Yeah.
and I have to admit they are pretty cute. Wink, wink.
To Jew.
Well, I mean, well, of course, I am a guy, so I would say that.
Yeah.
Um.
How about Jay Vertus?
Oh yes, the J to the J to the V to the E to the R to the T to the U to the S. Jay Vertus.
Yep.
The
Your
self
boy.
yeah, the self-proclaimed Smash God.
Yeah, I mentioned him in the new video that I made yesterday when we made up the scary stories.
Yeah. What was the scary story?
It was it was funny. Oh wait, that's another person we could talk about. Uh, I mentioned how Jay Vertus keeps asking me to do the Smash tournament so I can get a $20 Nintendo gift card.
That's all he wants?
Exactly. That's all I've heard from him. When's the tournament resuming? I want my gift card.
Well, or who knows, maybe we might. Actually, I'm not going to spoil it. Not going to spoil it. But I will say that Jay Vertus is a really cool guy, and I haven't talked to him in a while, but I remember some of the funny moments, like include "Booyah, got ya," as well as "Oh, let's not hit him in the hip, son." Like, what the bees? Why you gotta be
Was
like that?
that weird? Okay. Uh, how do you have anyone?
Okay. Uh. Oh, what about Jason RPG?
Yeah, he's a cool guy. I like his accent. I'm just gonna say it. I like his accent.
Well, eh, yeah. I mean, he is from the other side of the pond,
Yeah, the other side of the pond.
and he loves RPGs. I mean, I called him the Prince of RPGs, but even he doesn't think he is the prince.
Prince Mario.
But no, that's not who he is. He's not Prince Mario. But
All right.
but nonetheless, though, he does love his anime. He loves um uh, you know, Japanese RPGs, and but he likes the classic Japanese RPGs,
Yeah.
and he hasn't tried any of the new ones, which is why he doesn't think he's the prince. But I'm like, you know what? When you do get to it, I hope you do become the prince sometime. And you know what? I probably should mention this, because I don't even think I told you this, and that is, uh, he has thought about starting a band.
Oh. Well, I have seen him on Twitter. He's been talking about like I know he does music stuff.
Yeah, he's a composer,
Yeah.
and I do wish my brother from another mother the best. I mean,
How about?
but then again, John, I guess you can say that you're my brother.
Oh my god. Okay. How about let's talk about the other European, Pico Plays.
Yes, Pika plays HD.
I still feel bad for him about that incident that happened with his YouTube channel.
Yes, I remember. I only briefly remember his original channel when he first came onto mine, and I was so sad, because. But I'm happy that he's recovered, and he has slowed down quite a bit since his interview. But there's no doubt the fact that he's very, very close to that 500 subscriber mark again.
Yeah, definitely. He's a cool dude.
Oh, he's awesome! I'm telling you, he's. I haven't talked to him in a while, so I would love to talk to him some other time. Although I would have to think that I have to make some time, and in fact, Pika Plays. If you're watching this, whether it be sometime in the future, which it probably will, you can just contact me on Twitter, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Because by then I will have been I will have graduated, so I won't have any other I won't have any reason not to come. So, as if I didn't want to before, but I'm just saying I won't be busy as much by then.
Let's see.
Um.
Mario Rock?
Oh yes, Mario Rock. Any thoughts on the Rock?
He's a cool guy. We were gonna do McGrumps 64. I remember that. That didn't turn out very well. But he's really good at making machinimas. And really good at Smash as well.
Yeah, he's really good, and also he's quite a character.
Yeah.
Like I
He can be
remember.
pretty
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
he can be pretty funny at times.
Oh, he's hilarious. And in fact, he calls his friend, his not his friends, but his fans. He calls them, "What's up, my Mario Bros?"
Yeah. Also, when Mario Rock took the persona of Jakoi, and he said, "I'm Jakoi, and I hack."
So he admitted it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the Switch Up episode. It was funny as hell. Although it could be confusing if you're like, who's this Jakoi character? Especially if you're a first timer.
Yeah.
But and then I just remembered Kitty Sleep Lord.
Kitty. Yeah, she's cool. Except I haven't heard from her in a while.
Same here.
Yeah. I know she's good friends with Candy.
Yeah, they've been very good friends, and then and then there's also Mario Rock's sister.
Mario Girl. I haven't talked to her much, but she seems funny in the videos she's done with Mario Rock.
Oh, she's hilarious. In fact, so much so you might have to check out the episodes that feature them in Super Mario 3D World.
I think I've definitely seen one of them.
Oh, they're funny as hell. I'll tell you much. Same thing with the last two episodes I did with Retro Rick XTN.
Retro Rick! We're not going to talk about Pickle Rick here. But we'll talk about Retro Rick.
Yes.
Yeah. I've seen his Smash series and his wrestling series. Pretty cool. I still haven't applied for it yet, but I'm planning on doing it.
Well, like I said, you don't have to like subscribe or anything. If you just need the link to his channel, I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. So, and then what you do after that, I'll leave it up to you because I want you to do it yourself because that's what I had to do when I first met Rick. And actually, I should probably tell you really quickly how I met Rick.
Sure.
And this was like way before I even had a YouTube channel. Because he was on YouTube before even I was. Um, I was looking up the then new WWE 10 game, 2010 version, and I was looking at the Royal Rumble, and one video led to another, and before I knew it, I ended up on Retro Rick's channel, and I started watching the series. I got into it, and I was like, and then I looked at the, you know how back in the day YouTube had, you could put everything on a single page instead of having to scroll from one page to another?
Yeah.
Well, that's how I found his site, where you can vote for the matches,
That's nice.
and ever since then I got hooked.
How about next? Let's talk about
Okay.
Tanuki Teddy.
Yes, he is the man, other than Tan
Yeah.
Man.
I've seen some of his videos. I met him recently, and yeah, his videos are nice.
I mean, some of the ones that, oh my god, like the ones he's doing now, especially with movie reviews,
Yeah.
those are pretty good. I mean, if that's what you're into.
Yep. He also has his group of friends along with him as well.
Oh yeah, Jake, Holden. He had Eric, and then Stromer, and he also had Cole, not Cole N0112, but you know what I mean.
No, we can actually talk about Cole if you want. He's on my Discord now. I've talked to him a bit.
Okay. But to finish off Teddy, though, Teddy is
Alright.
he's like a brother to me. Very good friend of mine. And then, like you said, Cole.
Yeah. I've talked to him. He was on my Discord, and yeah, he's a pretty funny guy. I'm planning on doing a video with him, actually.
Well, I hope that goes well, and who knows if, you know, and I remember the first time I met Cole. It was here on Skype, and I think if I remember correctly, I was just starting to watch LP Grotus at the time. Who we could also talk about later, but
Yeah.
But one thing led to another, and before I knew it, I ended up talking to not only Grotus but also to Cole, and Cole started to notice what I was doing, and one thing led to another before he offered me a spot in Much Games Guides, and the funny thing is, I never even asked for it, but I'm very thankful for it.
Yeah.
And of course, I thank him for it because it definitely put me on the map.
Yeah.
For it. And I guess we can talk about LP Grotus briefly. What do you think of the frog?
Well, I haven't really talked to him recently, but I remember playing with him like all the way back in 2015 in Smash Bros. With Jizawa Toad.
Oh,
and
yes.
He's really funny. And I've talked to him on a few of his streams before as well.
Yeah, and I talked to him about you, and he thought you were pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Just because you're just you, you know, that you don't have to be anything other than yourself.
Yeah. And then like Tanuki Teddy, Grotus has a channel called Frogface where he does reviews and stuff.
Oh yes, Frogface is awesome.
Yeah. Definitely.
There's a whole host of other friends we could talk about. Is there anyone I'm forgetting?
I'm trying to think. I think we've gotten most of them.